Good morning, children. Today we are going to see the last topic of this chapter, that is the nitrogen cycle. Okay, so in this nitrogen cycle, what are we going to learn is you have learned already in your lower class that nitrogen is a component of of the atmosphere, right? The nitrogen present in the atmosphere accounts for about 78%. That is, the majority component in the atmosphere is nitrogen only, 78%. This nitrogen is used by the plants and animals. But how? How are we using the atmospheric nitrogen? We cannot directly use the nitrogen present in the air for our needs, for the plants. It has to be converted into its compounds as nitrogenous compounds. How to convert the nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds? That is what we are going to see today. And how so in the nitrogen cycle will help us to understand how the atmospheric nitrogen, when I mean it as atmospheric nitrogen, it is the nitrogen present in the air. Okay, so how the atmospheric nitrogen is used by the plants and animals. For using it, it has to be converted into nitrogenous compound. How are they converted and how are they used? For this question, the answer is given by the nitrogen cycle. Okay, so before seeing the cycle, you first have to know about what are the nitrogenous compounds. They are ammonia, nitrates, and nitrites. These are the other forms of nitrogen, and we call them as compound when they mix with the another element. I hope you know the meaning of a compound. Ammonia NH3, nitrates NO3, nitrites NO2. This you have already learnt in your grade 7. Yes, so these three compounds are only converted and used. So these three are the usable forms of nitrogenous compounds. So how these compounds are going to help the plants and animals? How will ammonia be useful to the plants? Nitrates and nitrites. You have already learnt in chapter 1 that ammonia is a fertilizer. And the rhizobium bacteria helps in fixing the nitrogen to the plants for absorbing nutrition. Yes or no? So the rhizobium bacteria uses the atmospheric nitrogen only. In today's class, you will understand how the rhizobium bacteria converts the atmospheric nitrogen and helping the plants, as well as the ammonia, how it is useful to the plants. So ammonia is used as a fertilizer. Why is it so? For that also you will get to know the answer. So this is the nitrogen cycle. You are having the atmospheric nitrogen. It is about 78% present in the air. Okay, so if this nitrogen is to be used by the plants and animals, if it is continuously used, will there occur any decrease in its percentage level in the air? How to compensate and ensure that the atmospheric nitrogen always remains in the same limit of 78 percentage? That is what I meant the name as nitrogen cycle. If the nitrogen is used by the plants and animals on one side, it is again refilled on the other side, and this cycle continues again and again, but thereby ensuring that the atmospheric nitrogen is about 78% always. Understood? So the atmospheric nitrogen cannot be used directly. It has to be converted into its nitrogenous compounds as ammonia, nitrates and nitrites. Only then it can be used. So So the nitrogenous compounds ammonia is separated from the atmospheric nitrogen with the help of rhizobium bacteria and fungi. See, I have written that in red. So who is helping us for the conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into its usable nitrogenous compounds? It is the rhizobium bacteria and fungi. So now with the help of them, ammonia is obtained as a usable nitrogenous compound. This ammonia is used as a fertilizer. Yes, for the plants. This fertilizer, why are we applying it to the plants? To ensure the growth of the crops in a huge demand. So they will trigger the formation of nitrates. So who is helping them? From ammonia, nitrates are obtained. Who is helping them for that conversion? It is the nitrifying bacteria. It is the nitrifying bacteria. Nitrifying bacteria is nothing but the bacteria which will do the work of converting ammonia to nitrates. So we call them as nitrifying bacterium or bacteria. Understood? So from ammonia, nitrates are obtained. That is done with the help of nitrifying bacteria. So now this nitrates only is used by the plants. The plants will absorb the nitrates as nutrients. Okay, so just look at it now. Atmospheric nitrogen is converted into ammonia. Ammonia is again converted into nitrates. So nitrates only is used as by the plant as nutrients. So when we apply fertilizers such as ammonia, it will get converted into nitrates, which is the main requirement of the plant as nutrients. Okay, now if there are plants, who will feed on them? We human beings and animals, isn't it? So the animals will eat the plant's leaf, thereby they obtain the proteins. So usually we know that the rhizobium bacteria will not be present in all the plants. It is specifically present in the leguminous plants. Leguminous plants means like your legumes such as beans, peas. Okay, so they will allow the growth of rhizobium bacteria and they share the symbiotic relationship. All these things you have learnt in your lower grades already. So I don't want to go too deep into it. Understood? So the from the leguminous plants, by eating those legumes, what type of nutrient is obtained? It is your proteins. Okay, so the animals will obtain the proteins. So indirectly atmospheric nitrogen is used by the animals also as proteins. Okay, so now what will happen is once the plant leaves or have fallen down, the dried leaves, the animal excreta, all these things will be considered as a decaying matter and waste. Yes, so the bacteria or the microorganisms will decay such waste. Again, from the decayed waste, ammonia will be produced. Ammonia is present in the waste also. So the same process starts again. Ammonia will again be converted into nitrate as nitrifying by the nitrifying bacteria, and it is used by the plants and animals. This again continues as a cycle. Understood? So here in the first stage we have seen how the atmospheric nitrogen is used. Now in the second stage we are going to see how to compensate for the loss of the atmospheric nitrogen. How to compensate? So once the waste are again converted as nitrates, there occurs the conversion of this nitrate again into atmospheric nitrogen with the help of denitrifying bacteria. Okay, understand the difference between nitrifying bacteria and denitrifying. Nitrifying bacteria will convert ammonia into nitrates, that is the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates is done by nitrifying bacteria. So the reverse process is happening in nitrates to atmospheric nitrogen. Who does it? It is the denitrifying bacteria. Understood? So by doing so, the lost amount of atmospheric nitrogen is again compensated. Understood? So that is the reason always atmospheric nitrogen content will remain as 78%. There is no loss in it. This is one method of fixing the nitrogen. Once one side it is used and the other side it is again filled. So this nitrogen fixation gets the name as ammonification. This is process or method number 1. The second method how to fix the atmospheric nitrogen is by lightning. During lightning also, atmospheric nitrogen, that is to compensate for the loss of nitrogen used, lightning helps to refill them. So that is why I put a box here. Lightning is one method, ammonification is one method. All these red will indicate those helping for the conversions. Since this happens again and again, it gets the name as nitrogen cycle. Okay children, so with this I would like to stop. If you have any doubt, kindly contact me and your chapter gets over. Thank you children.